the fanfare that heralds the start of God Save the King, they will begin to move through the Abbey, one of the very rare occasions when there is movement during the national anthem. Music, Edward Elgar's Pomp and Circumstance number 4.
Oh, she's got a tudor hat on his old son. That's a tudor hat.
That's Camilla, too.
King Charles watched his mother's coronation as a slightly restless 4-year-old boy. He waited longer than anyone in history for his own. Of all the royal ceremony and pageantry, the coronation is the most bound by tradition and precedent, even in parts by law. But this looked and felt very different from the ceremony 70 years ago, that was almost exclusively white, male, almost entirely conducted by Anglicans. The King and Queen are at the head of a very different country now. A country of many faiths and none, of many ethnicities and backgrounds. Attended today by Muslim, Jewish, Hindu and Sikh members of the House of Lords. Female clergy playing a full part for the first time ever. 12 new pieces of music commissioned, all 4 languages of his kingdom used. What we have seen today is the King's understanding of what his monarchy needs to be. As they move towards the Great West Door, the King and Queen separate. The Queen towards the gold state coach waiting at the steps of the Abbey. The King to meet faith leaders and governors general waiting near the tomb of the unknown soldier.
Grandson behind him, please, making a small sound.
We can't hear their words because among them is the chief rabbi, who on Shabbat, the Sabbath, cannot use any form of electronic amplification.
No, he can't.
Together they are saying to King Charles, Your Majesty, as neighbours in faith, we acknowledge the value of public service. We unite with people of all faiths and beliefs in thanksgiving and in service with you for the common good.
That's right.
The King then turns to greet the Governors-General. And moves towards the Great West Door to join his Queen for the procession back to Buckingham Palace.
Well, whatever we may or may not have been expecting, some quite remarkable scenes there. The beauty and the majesty of the Abbey. We often talk about heavy is the head that wears the crown, but it was hard not to see the responsibility of the position in the faces of both the King and the Queen, and the imprint of history at every turn, from the recognition of the star, talking with Anna earlier about the years of a contested throne, all the way through to the oath, with the centrality of the Protestant faith, perhaps something to reflect on as we watch the procession move on.
1,000 years of history. A new chapter begins inside the Golden State coach. The King and Queen now wearing the robes of estate. The King wearing the robe of George VI. Queen Camilla the robe which was made especially for her. Embroidered with flowers from her wedding day, as well as emblems of the United Kingdom. Themes of nature and environment echoed through that service, not only in the flowers and the decorations in the great Abbey itself, but also threaded through this service. As we wait for that procession to start, we can have a look at the sheer scale of it. It is a mile long in total, with the journey from the Abbey to Buckingham Palace, 1.4 miles. 4,000 personnel have been forming up during the service and now wait in silence along the ceremonial route.
The procession is formed of 8 groups, supported by 19 bands. The Household Cavalry, Mounted Band and the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery lead the procession, followed by 400 service personnel from the armed forces of the Commonwealth. They are followed by marching detachments from the RAF, 3 from the Army, then the Royal Navy.
The final group is the household procession, made up of close to 1,000 members of the household division who form the Sovereign's escort and the guardsmen of the household division.